Hey, Life Fixers. Hope you're having an awesome day. Are you ready to rewire your brain for using models? No, I am not talking about models that you see online or in magazines or in stores or that just make you jealous and make you think that you need to look a specific way. I am talking about models that can help you in your marriage, in your work, in your raising your kids, in anything else. Now, if you are new here, Rewire Your Brain episodes are where we learn about the 28 cognitive functions, 28 things that make up thinking, so that way you could become more efficient and effective in your marriage and all of the areas of your life. Now, what does models have to do with becoming more efficient and effective? It is not one of the 28 cognitive functions. So which of the cognitive functions does it fall under? It depends on part of models. Are you ready? You'll see here now. Now, first of all, what am I talking about with models? A model is anything or anyone or something, an idea, whatever it is that you can copy to make your life easier. Now, sometimes it's copying it exactly. Anyone who went through your Brain Rewired program knows what I'm talking about. When you have to copy a model precisely, there's a square and you have to copy it exactly the way it is, not any bigger, not any smaller, not in any which other size or something. But sometimes you just copy it about. You get an idea. You've been to somebody else's party and you like the idea of their party. You're not copying exactly and making the same exact party that they had, but they had a really cute cake or they had some really cute decor or something that you really liked about it. And that was a model for you to copy to make your life easier. Now, same thing here with marriages. All these amazing couples that I'm bringing on here for you are for you to see models so that way you can go and copy them. You don't copy them exactly. You are not taking everything from every one of them. You are taking the things that work for you to make your marriage better. So why am I talking about models here? Because in the previous episode with Marsha and Dan, they spoke about how your children will only have the values that you have. I don't know if I agree with it 100% because they can work afterwards on their own things. But if you want them to have any specific values, you better make sure that you have them so that way they can go and see them and they can go and copy them. So that's where the models comes in. So for those of you that are confused, I'm not giving you too much information, but we are now going to see how we can actually use them in your life. So let's say there is something that you're having a challenge with, or a task that you're doing that you want to go and make it easier. You're going to follow these 4 steps to make sure you are copying your model correctly. Okay. First thing is you need to find a model. Okay. You are starting a new job. You don't know how they run the systems here. You better find a model, how they actually go and do these things. Okay. Step number 1 is look for the model. Step number 2 is analyze the model. You are taking it apart. You're breaking it down into pieces. You are seeing all the different little beautiful aspects of it. So that way you can do number 3, copy it. The more you analyze the model, the more that you copy it. Now, I don't want you to get hooked on analyzing it that you never end up copying it. So it depends on the situation. Depends how much you have to analyze it. Okay. And then step number 4 is compare back to the model to make sure that you did it correctly. If it has to be exactly the same thing, then making sure it's exactly the same thing. And if you want to make any more improvements, you didn't copy it exactly, but if something's not working out, you want to see what they did differently. So that way you can go and copy it. So to repeat, 4 steps: look for the model, analyze the model, copy the model, and compare back to the model. So where do these fall into cognitive functions? What phases do these fall into? Are you ready? The input part, can you guess, of looking for a model? I just said it. The looking for the model part falls in the input phase. The elaboration phase is analyzing it, and the copying it is the output phase. So where does the compare back to fall under? Did you guess yet? Can you think about it? Let's think. Actually, it's jumping back to the elaboration phase. Yes, that is for a different time where sometimes we don't go in order, input, elaboration, output, even though that's our usual standard. Sometimes we jump around. So here we did input, elaboration, output, and then we went back to the elaboration, which is really common, but that's a conversation for a different time. So for now, your action step, where you're going to do Life Fixers, is you are going to think of something that you're having a challenge with. Maybe your child you're having a hard time parenting your child. Maybe your boss is getting to know you and you're not sure how to deal with it. Maybe something with your partner is not working out so well. See if there's a model. I know there is a model somewhere. You might have to be creative, but model most probably that can help you. Now, sometimes you're copying these models exactly, and sometimes you are just getting an idea from them, but you're looking for a model. You are going to analyze it. You are going to copy it. And then you are going to compare back to it, see if it was okay, if you need to get any other sort of information from it. So you go and do that. You are also going to share this episode with someone else who you think could use models. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.
That's all for this episode of the Life Fix University podcast, but I have a huge favor to ask of you that will not only support the show, but will also help the people you love most. We are striving for 1 million downloads by the end of 2025, and we can't do this without your help. If you love this episode, please share it with 2 of your family and friends so they too can rewire their brains to have an extraordinary marriage. It was awesome spending time with you, and I'll see you on the next episode.